All right, so for the benefit of a 7th and 8th period here, so we're talking about dotted rhythms, right? So the first one we did was short, long, right? Whole arm is moving, wrist and fingers are flexing. Here we go, 6th period's gonna do it with me. Ready? All the way up and all the way down to practice for our 16th notes. 1, 2, ready, and. And making sure that the wrist fingers are moving like this. Yes. Okay. All right. That I'm not just moving just my arm or just my wrist and fingers. That everything is moving together. Now, once I do the short long, right, then I got to reverse it. All right. And right off the bat, what am I making sure of that I just told you guys, some of you, not to do? I got to make sure I do what on the short note?
Now keep your hand loose.
Keep your hand loose. The actual rhythm, the actual length of the note. What did I say? Keep it short as possible, right? Don't play a triplet, especially when we reverse it and do long short. Okay, when we do long short, we really turn it into a triplet. This is the bad way. All right, that's not nearly short enough to coordinate my hands to do well on the playing test. It's got to be. If you can subdivide in your head, really short. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. I think we're doing the right rhythm on the wrong bows. Right. Up, down, right? The short note has to be up. Let's do it again. Bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Why is this one slightly more important than the other one? This rhythm, long, short.
Because it has a long note in
They both have long notes. We just reversed which one comes first.
it. The long note.
Why is the second version a little bit more important? In this case, not always more important, but in this particular case, really gets us across the finish line. Andrew?
Because it makes you like move your wrist more.
No, they're all supposed to be the same, right? The note lengths are the same, we're just reversing them. So in the first version, we went short, long, short, long. In this version, we're gonna go long, short, okay? But what does that do to our, I'll give you a hint, to our changing fingers?
Your fingers are changing.
Quicker.
Yes, my fingers are changing. No, they're not changing any quicker. Yes.
It gives you more time to change.
No, remember all the note lengths are the same.
It's harder to get ready.
It's harder to change your fingers.
What?
It's harder to change your fingers.
Maybe. So the actual next note in the scale comes on the short note in this version, right? In the other version, it's, and I have more time to get the next finger down. But in the other version, when I go long, short, right? The change is on the short one, and that's the one I'm really after.
You have less time to change.
That's what I'm coordinating, right? I'm trying to coordinate these things going together. One more time. 1, 2, ready, and. Pattern play. Here we go. We are on number
72.
page 72, yeah?
Number 103, jumping jack.
Jumping. So remember the title always tells us something about the piece, helps us know something about the piece, helps us play the piece better. Why is it called Jumping Jack, Raise Your Hand?
Since it's staccato and basically like jumps, your fingers your bow like jumps like your strings.
We kind of just talked about it in the scale. Yes, you're jumping around on short notes, but what? What else? We talked about it actually with the scale just now. Say that louder.
Instead of changing on the
Because of their steps?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because we use these words specifically, jumps and steps, right? Or leaps, right? Steps and leaps. Yes?
You're changing on the short note.
Changing after the short note. Bum, 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 bum. You're jumping up, right? And you have to do it kind of fast, right? Dun, 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 jump. Dun, 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 jump. Bum, 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 jump. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Again, coordinating this finger after the short stuff. Anything else in this piece?
Like a jumping jack, because like the first notes is jumping. Like you're jumping through like the notes.
There's
Scale.
there's staccatos. What else is in here? There's a repeat, and there's also at the ends of the lines
The circle set.
the retake. Here we go. Yum, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You actually got a comment about this, what, on your Music in the Parks from Mr. Boggs, right? About don't anticipate. Make sure we do the rest together, right? Bum, 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 rest. Dum, 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 rest. Dum. And they all come in together where we're supposed to, yes? And the bow, just because it's staccato doesn't mean I bang the bow. I don't want to bang the bow against the string, yeah. I want this. I want... Right? Not... There's no information there. It's like I'm mumbling. Can't see that on the camera. I'm really banging away here. Here we go. Together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and... Much better. Good. A Tangled Mystery.
We're doing this one.
That was very tangled.
Tangled mystery. Because it probably is
say shh. If you had to describe this here to somebody else, something that stands out to me, look at the first two measures. How do they compare to one another?
It has 8 notes. It's at the end of the measures.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
What would you say, Sai?
Actually, the first two measures are the same.
Same rhythm.
No, they're like
Same rhythm.
put your away.
They are the same rhythm. Quarter, 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 eighth,
You
eighth.
mean the first and second line?
First and second measure.
I know, I'm saying the sign being the first and second.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Yes, they're almost identical repeats there. Well, the ends are different. Yeah. So, first two measures, how they compare? They're almost like mirror images of each other. Do you see that? So one skips up, then skips down, then skips up to eighth notes. Then the next one skips down, back up, then down to eighth notes. It's like a little reverse of the pattern. See that?
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Yeah. Then 5 and 6 do the same. What about 9 and 10? Same idea, but without eighth notes, right? This one dips down and goes up. Then the 10 goes down and dips back up. It's like opposite. It's like a mirror. The last two measures are the same as 7 and 8. Anything else in here? How many dynamics?
There's 1,
3.
3 different ones.
2, 3.
Are there any roadmap things happening?
No.
DC Alfine?
I said it. Alpine.
DC Alfine, which means?
Which means go back, go to the start, and then go to the theme.
How do we actually say it? What does the DC stand for? Dakota. No. Da capo.
Yeah.
Cap. Hat. To the top, right? Da capo Alfine.
The cap. Stop.
Da cap. That's right. Da cap. Here we go. Ready?
Stop. The cap.
A tangled mystery. Here we go.
Alfine.
1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to the fiend, when you get to the fine, fine,
I thought we were at the
you
first
stop.
line.
All right. Let's fix one thing. Let's see if we can do the bowing correctly. Just fix that one thing, or focus on that one thing, okay? So at the end, at the end of the first line, we do a retake. Then it's down. Into the second line, we do a retake. Down. We don't have to do a retake at the end of the third line. It's already there. At the end of the piece, we go back to the beginning, we do a retake, and we start down. Can we please do that? Here we go. Ready? Mm-hmm.
I know.
1, 2, 3, 4.